Quick update. Against my better judgment, I did not kill the chocolate mint. Karen wanted to leave it, so against my better judgment, I didn't do it. But we're fixing to put out some potatoes, and I just put some potatoes out in the 30 by 30 garden. But man, the sun was so bright I couldn't get a video of it, so I'm gonna show you how I do it over here. All right, I done got a little bit of this row planted. Let me find my magic wand. All right. Now, I know you're probably not going to be able to see me in this video, but what you're going to see is the most important thing. I'm going to plant these potatoes. I prepared my ground. I got a little bit of compost in there, chicken litter, some leaves. And this is new ground. I don't know how it's going to do, but we're trying it out. All right, so what I'm going to do is if it's a larger potato, I'll quarter it up. If it's a potato about this size, I'll cut it in half, but I'll make sure that I've got some eyes on it. Don't ask me why. Everybody does it differently. When I was a kid, that's what they told me to do. All right, so I'm going to sit down here on the ground. I've been at this all day. And what I'm going to do on this end of the row is I'm spacing them out a little bit more than I normally would. I'll probably go about 2.5 foot spacing, because during the summertime, my family and I like what we call gravel potatoes. And that is a potato that's about, and I put one in the bucket, about that size right there. A little bit bigger than a golf ball, but smaller than a baseball. And what you do is you slice them in half, fill the skillet up halfway with oil, halfway with water, and then put a lid on it. And the water boils out and cooks the potato, and then all that's left is the grease, and the grease just kind of gives it a crunchy texture all around. Really good, really good. So the reason I plant them this far apart is so I can come out here during the spring, or not spring, but in the summer months, and I can pull this vine up without damaging the plant behind it or in front of it. Normally I'll start that way and I'll work my way in, and then, you know, I don't have to worry about disturbing another vine. There we go. And I'll just stick one right on the end for good measure. All right. Now, Kathy, excuse me, I've been out here since 7 o'clock, and I think it's about 9 now, tilling this ground up with a garden tiller. When I cover my potatoes up, a lot of people kick over both rows. I don't. When I till mine up and I lay my furrow off, I'm going to take one side and kind of push back in there. And that gives the potato a cushion off the chicken litter, fertilizer, compost, whatever you use. And it also gives it some soft ground to start its root system. And the root system's actually going to start coming up, but right now they may go down, and it'll just give them a little bit of leeway on however the potato fell on the ground. It's not going to grow real good in solid ground. I mean, it's just not. And a lot of people will take a furrow and they'll dig and they'll dig and they'll dig until the ground's hard underneath it. Don't do that. Leave you some dirt there. Put some back in. Stick your potato in there. And then just cover it up. A lot of grass in this. I couldn't get it all out. I always mound my potatoes up pretty good. I know everybody's got their different way of doing it. It's just my way of doing this, and I don't have to come back and hill them so often. All right, that is 8, probably 9 foot of potatoes that we just put in the ground right there. And we're going to carry the row on out. I've got some planted in the middle. I done them the other day and it got too dark on me. I couldn't finish up. But that's pretty much plant potatoes. That's how we do it, or that's how I do it. You probably do it a different way. That's fine. But I'll carry this row on out, probably about another 10 or 15 foot here. Because we've already got one row down there. And really 2 rows of potatoes. And I'm going to put a row of sweet potatoes out over here and see how they do. So, you know, it's coming along. Springtime, Easter weekend. I'm sitting in here breathing smoke. So, alright. Let's get back to work. Alright, well there's another video on how to do something. And I don't know if it was the right thing to do or not. But we did it. So, one thing I want to touch on real quick before we go is if you have a question or a comment or anything of that nature, please feel free to ask and I will try to find out an answer for you. If I don't know the answer, I've got several friends who are older that have been doing this a lot longer than I have. I am in my, let's just say I'm in my late 40s. And I've got a gentleman that I go to a lot, other than my father. My grandfather passed away in 2000, March 2000. And, you know, there's not a day goes by I don't think about him. And it makes it really hard out here when you're planting something and you run across a question that you got. You pick the phone up and you start dialing a number and you realize that you're dialing somebody that's been gone for 10 years. That's how much I depended on him and his knowledge. Truly loved the man. It was a great blessing. I was honored to have him in my life, and he means the world to me. Still do. But anyhow, before I get squalling like a baby, if I don't know the answer to it offhand, I'll find something out. I might even have to call Okie Rob and find something out. Okie Rob, great guy. Me and him have a lot of chats on the phone about certain things, mostly about bees, because he thinks he knows everything about gardening, and I think I know everything about gardening, and I don't think neither one of us know anything. So be safe this weekend again, please. Enjoy your family, enjoy the holiday, and hopefully we'll see you around again. But don't forget, subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So until next time, y'all have a blessed weekend, and I hope everything goes good for you. Thank you very much for watching.